Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. So, welcome to Slap 'em with Truth. Slap, slap, slap. Right? So, welcome and thanks for joining me today. We're here on Slap 'em with Truth podcast. Guess what? This is all about the truth. So, I hope y'all ready and I hope you can handle the truth, baby, because that is what this podcast is about. So, this is very different from when you have me on Queen A Speaks talking about building confidence. On here, we're building confidence, but we're also we're smacking them with truth, right? We ain't holding nothing back. All right. So today, for our first, very first guest, it's just going to be me, Queen A. So let me introduce myself. So if you don't know me, I am a life coach, right? That focuses on personal development. I help you build your confidence, right? And become a better individual. I know, y'all don't all clap at once, but yes, that is what I do. So I just want to let y'all give y'all a little bit of background about me, tell y'all what this podcast is going to be about, and then next week, our first guest, we are going to be having no other than her name is Honesty B. She is an 18-year-old entrepreneur, and I just think it's lovely for her to come on here. She's going to talk a little bit about her truth, her journey from where she started to where she is now. And she's going to give y'all some little tips and tricks along with getting some advice, just a little bit from Queen A as well. All right, so I hope y'all welcome her here next week with open arms, y'all, okay? So, if you don't know Queen A, like I said, I'm a life coach. So, I help you build confidence. I help you overcome fear. I help you understand what failures are, right? So, it's no wonder that I'm doing a Slapping with Truth podcast, right? Because we ain't holding back no punches. Because if you want to become a better individual, guess what? One of the main things you have to learn how to do is be truthful, right? So that's why I wanted to do this podcast because today, in a world full of what I like to call them as copycats, I thought it was only right that I give you a platform full of the truth. So if you don't want the truth, don't come on this platform and don't listen to it, right? Okay? All right. So I just want to let y'all know this is all about the truth. You will not be disappointed. So from heartaches to people being robbed to people being touched on to family issues, we gonna touch it all right here, okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all now, right? A lot of y'all ain't gonna want to watch this podcast because a lot of y'all don't like truth, okay? Let's just speak on that for a minute. A lot of y'all love lies, right? I call them pretty little lies. A lot of y'all like hiding the truth, right? A lot of y'all only let me tell y'all, a lot of y'all only popular because a lot of people hiding the truth from you, right? But Queen A is gonna put it out on the floor, y'all, and that's why a lot of y'all is only in certain crowds, and because guess what? Y'all want to fit in, and we gonna put it all out right here on Slapping with Truth. So make sure that y'all download the Riverside app, Riverside.fm app. Also, you can find this on YouTube as well. Make sure that y'all following the Slapping with Truth podcast on YouTube. And slap them is SLAP dash EM. Okay, so I don't say slap them, I say slap them. You know how we say slap them? I say slap So it's a EM, and then it's another dash, and then we got the WITH, and then we got another dash, and then of course we got nothing but the truth, which is TRUTH, all right, with the exclamation point. So you can find us like that on YouTube, Slapping with Truth. And also, if you need some confidence, if you want to build your confidence or you need some inspiration, you can also follow my Queen A Speaks YouTube page as well. All right, also. So let me tell y'all, if you don't know, I have been had a gun put to my head 4 times, okay? I have been lied to. I have been cheated on. I have been the cheater. I have been the person lying, okay? So I have had friendships. I have had friendships that have ended. I have had families, and guess what? I have went through family aches as well. All right, we're going to talk about all that right here on Stopping with Truth, right? What do you do when you and your family go through it? Do y'all talk about it? Do y'all diss each other? what do you do? All right. So we're going to talk about all that right here on Slapping with Truth. And also don't forget, if it's something that you want to talk about within my 13 principles, right? And I'll go over the 13 principles as well. When you call, you set up that appointment, we'll go over the 13 principles. I'm sure I got something for you between fear, failure, confidence, truth, honesty, respect. Them is just a love. I can go on and on and on about the things that we go over that helps you become a better you. You can pick one of them things and speak your truth on what respect is. Speak your truth on what truth is. Speak your truth, okay? But make sure you're speaking the truth, because Queen A gonna question you, right? Queen A gonna come for you. Queen A wanna know, is it truthful, all right? Now, the truth is the truth. We ain't talking about what you feel. We ain't talking about what you think. We ain't talking about who you want to be. We talking about the truth, okay? Because let's just put it out there just to make it plainly, right? I feel like I'm a lion, but I'm not a lion, if you know what I'm saying, okay? All right, so like I said, this is all about the truth this channel is going to be. Make sure that y'all are spreading this word, share, and make sure that y'all invite some people to follow this podcast. And if you want to be featured on this podcast, right, and you want to share your truth, make sure that you comment, add me, or you can just send me an email at queenaspeaks@gmail.com. Once again, if you want to be on my Slapping with Truth podcast and you want to share your truth, make sure that you email me at queenaspeaks@gmail.com. I almost said Slapping with Truth. Boy, I was into it. Y'all heard me? Y'all see me? I was into it, baby. Let me tell you. All right, so I got my slushie right here. All right. So I know a lot of y'all like, she's a motivational coach. Why does she want to be doing that? Why does she want to be messy? Let me tell y'all, that's the problem in today's world. This ain't got nothing to do with messy. This all about the truth. The problem I see in today's world is people can't handle the truth. People don't like the truth, and they like pretty little lies. So that is why I started this podcast, because ain't no more of that coming right here. We're going to have guests from all over the globe coming to you, rich and poor. We're going to get all type of different opinions, right? But then we're going to wrap it all up with the truth in the end, right? Also, I'm going to be throwing in just a few of my little ticks and tacks and tricks to get you going and help you out with whatever your truth is, okay? So join me on for another round. So make sure, like I said, make sure y'all dialing in now. Dial it in, all right? So, because we slapping with truth. We gonna, slap them again. That's what we do, okay? So that's just what we do here on Slapping with Truth with Queen A. All right, so like I said, this is not going to be a comfortable channel. This is not going to be where you come to and I'm just sitting back and I'm talking about, the 5 steps of building confidence. This is not that channel. This is a truth-only channel. So make sure that y'all get on here, in here. We're going to talk about why a lot of baby mamas ain't taking care of their kids, baby daddies ain't taking care of their kids, but they playing proud stepdaddy and proud stepmama. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things right here on Slapping with Truth, okay? So, I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I got choked up trying to get it all out. But we're going to be talking about a lot of things. I can't wait to see y'all on the platform. I can't wait to have y'all. I'm just very excited to host this platform, and I'm very excited to be here. So one of the things I want to talk about is something on this podcast that going on. A lot of people was talking about the whole situation with, we have I believe it was like how I apologize, y'all, the whole situation with the stars, and about how the women dress and about how the men do this and all that. But I just want to tell y'all this on Slapping with Truth. Can y'all stop focusing on the stars and focus on your household? I'm just saying, I'm just saying because I know somebody felt that smack right there. Focus on your household. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, y'all worried about the wrong thing. Let me tell y'all worried about Facebook and Sierra and Blueface and Christian Rock. But guess what? Y'all don't even know where y'all own kids at. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Y'all don't even know where y'all own kids at. Y'all don't even understand that y'all own kids need to be spoken to. Y'all need to be worried about them and uplift their feelings. So that's what we're going to talk about That's what I want to talk about, okay? Today on this podcast. Why is it that we can focus on all the stars, but we can't focus on our children? Can y'all tell me why? I will sit here and wait. Let me know. Matter of fact, join me on the podcast. Come on and tell me, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of us worried about the stars, but we ain't worried about our household. Then when it comes to our household, we too tired and frustrated to even focus on anything that's going on in our household. But we can lay down in the bed, pick our phone up, and comment about every star in the world. We know about everything, about what Cat Williams said and everything else. But I'm telling you, you don't even know what your kid said last night to somebody else. I'm just saying. So we got to get it together. I'm just saying, y'all, as a people, let's get it together. Stop worried about everybody else. Stop worried about what they doing. What is you doing? I'm just saying. I'm just asking y'all, what are you doing? All right. So I need y'all to focus on y'all household. Stop focusing on these stars. These stars don't know you. They can care less about you. Did you know that? They can care less about you. These stars, if something happened to you, do you think these stars going to say, stop? Hold on, I think that's Tasha. Stop. Hold on, I think that's little Mickey. Stop. Hold on, I think that's Cece. Stop. No, they not. They don't know you. Like T.I. said, you might have seen me in the streets, but shorty, you don't know me, right? So I want y'all to understand, y'all getting caught up in the wrong shenanigans. Y'all worried about these stars, but y'all don't even know what y'all kids doing. So why can't we get back to that? Can we get back to worried about what our youth is doing, what our kids are doing? Do you know what your child is doing? Do you know where your kid is at right now? I mean, I'm asking y'all. And I say this as a parent that's been there. Now, let me tell y'all, let me slap myself with truth, just in case you don't know, okay? So don't think that I've always had, everything so perfect. No, I went through it with my son, my youngest son. Went through it. And if you don't know, I was the parent that when my son ran away, I was running around the family house ready to fight family and everything over my son because they was hiding him out and they ain't tell me. That's what family has come to. Yeah, hiding my 14-year-old son out, but ain't nobody telling me nothing. So I'm running around here knocking on doors ready to fight family because they ain't telling me nothing. They had my son out. But guess what I did, y'all? Let me tell you how cold I am. Okay? Y'all talking about slapping with truth. This is how much truthful I am, and this is how much I care about my babies, okay? I let my son come home. Come home, and I told him I was going to do it, so I guess he thought I was perping, y'all. But I let him come home, get in the shower. Get nice and clean, baby. Rub yourself down. Get fresh. You want to smell good too? I let him eat, get that stomach good and full. Oh yeah, because he couldn't be hungry. No, he couldn't be hungry, right? Let him go to sleep, get some hours in. Oh yeah, I got to make sure he get some good rest in because I already know when he go where he going, he might not get no sleep in there. Okay, so then guess what I had to do? Now I had to call the police, but I was so tore up about calling the police on my son, y'all. Let me tell y'all what I did. I ain't just called the police on my son. I had to call my girl's dad to come to the house and be there because I did not want to see the police take my son away. As much as I knew I made the right decision, I still knew that I couldn't see them take my son away. So I called my girl's father to be there because I trusted him and my son looked at him as a father because he basically practically raised my son when he was younger, right? So I let him be there. And then when the police came and got my son, they called me and told me they had him. I cried, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I never cried so hard in my life. Well, I probably had when my oldest son passed away. I did. Let me take that back. But I've cried. I really cried. Like boo-hoo cried. But one thing that it taught me in that moment, I learned is that even though we don't want to do the hard things, we know it got to be done. And it must be done. Because everybody was so mad at me and aggravated about me about that. Like, oh, he gonna stop talking to you. He gonna do this and your son gonna... Let me tell y'all this. That is the problem now. Y'all so worried about what y'all child gonna do. Them is kids. Let me tell you this. If you a good parent and your child will understand that you did that for a good reason. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. If you a real good parent, half of y'all, because y'all know y'all ain't no good parents. So, of course, y'all say, oh, he going to be mad at me. But guess what? I'm the kind of parent, I wouldn't care if he was mad at me or not. I didn't give a nanny, okay, about what he thought about me in that moment. Because my kids know one thing I always said, I am a parent first, and then I'm your friend if I can be. But I'm not thirsty to be a friend, okay? I'm not thirsty to be a friend. I'm here to be your parent first, okay? Parent first, not your friend. So after I called the police and had my son locked up, guess what? Me and my son relationship is still like this. Still has always been like this. And I had him locked up. Not nobody down the street, not nobody around the corner. It was his own loving mama. And I call him my twin to this day, because that's my twin. That's what how the kids say it. That's my twin in them. All right. But I get on here to say, where have we went wrong as a parent? Y'all more worried about being y'all kids' friends that y'all can't even do stuff that you know your child need. I knew my child needed discipline in that moment. So I want to let y'all know it ain't always been peaches and cream for my household. Please don't think that because I get on here and I build confidence and I speak about this and I speak about that. Don't ever think it's always been peaches and cream in my household. Baby, you wouldn't believe a lot of the things I told you if I told you. Okay? So understand that it's the tough things that we got to get through, which is why I want to do this Slapping with Truth podcast. Right? Because I'm going to tell you, I did something in that moment that a lot of parents scared to do. Tough. A lot of y'all scared to do it. You ain't going to do what I did. You ain't going to call the police, have them wake your son up and lock him up because you know that he wanted and he wrong. Y'all ain't ready to talk about that now because a lot of y'all still scared to call the police on him. Y'all still talking about free him, even though you know he don't need to be freed. He need to be staying in there. I'm just saying. Ask my son. I missed one of his court dates on purpose. They called me and told me, ma'am, he got court in the morning. My son was still a minor at the time. I said, oh, well, I ain't going to court in the morning, so I'll catch the next one. They thought I was crazy. You ain't, no, ma'am, I will not be there in the morning. I'll be there at the next one. I refuse to hurry up and rush and take and hurry up and take away from what I got to do because he don't know how to act right. I refuse to do that. I wasn't about to give that to him. No, not me. See, I'm not that type of parent. I want us to get back to the real parent set. What are the real parents set? The parents that ain't scared, right? The parents that ain't scared to lock their daggone child up if they acting up. The parents that ain't scared to tell them to sit their butt down. The parents that ain't scared to chastise their child in the daggone grocery stores, right? Because I'm going to tell you now, where my child cry and act up at is where, hey, guess what? They get checked at and done up at. Y'all better know and recognize and understand why these kids off the chain out here. And I'm going to tell y'all something else that we going to talk about on this podcast. We going to talk about how we always talking about how these kids off the chain, but we forget that our generation is the one that raised these youth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We the ones raised them. So where did we go wrong as a people that our youth is acting like this? And if they acting like this, newsflash, we need to take a look in the mirror. The man in the mirror. Look at ourselves. Why is it that our youth is so comfortable with acting the way they is? I'll tell you why. Because the parents are so comfortable with letting them act like that. Where did we go wrong at? That's why I did a Slapping with Truth podcast. Like I said, this ain't a podcast for everybody. This ain't a podcast for you if you sentimental. This ain't a podcast for you if you sloth. Oh, nah, this is a truth podcast. We gonna talk about it. We even gonna talk about how women keep their kids from their baby daddies because you mad or because you still got feelings for them. Oh, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about how a lot of y'all men ain't taking care of y'all kids, but y'all taking care of y'all girlfriend kids. Oh, we gonna talk about it on this podcast. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about the truth on this podcast. So that's why I said, don't forget, if you want to be a guest on this podcast and tell your truth, make sure that you email me at queenaspeaks@gmail.com. Right? Or you can inbox me on any of my platforms at Queen A Speaks. Right? Or if you know me personally, pull me over. All right? Pull me to the side. I'll get you an interview. And if you're a good client, then guess what? We'll get you on here. Because this is for my dogs that love the truth. And this is for my dogs that love, sorry, not just that. I don't even know where that came from, y'all, but that's just something I came up with myself. Don't be trying to steal it, because I know y'all be trying to steal stuff. Don't be trying to steal my stuff. Sorry, nah. I'm just playing, y'all. But no, for real though, for real. I want to know, where did we go wrong that these youth is acting like this? Where did we go wrong that we are acting like this? We gonna even get to the bulk of even the elders are acting crazy out here. Oh, y'all elders, y'all ain't safe on Slapping with the Truth podcast either. A lot of y'all acting crazy. Oh, TikTok then showed somebody something about y'all elders. Oh, TikTok then showed y'all. Y'all don't even want to sit down. Y'all shaking y'all butt just like y'all worse than the young girls. Where has the respect level gone? But then y'all worried about why these young girls and these young boys acting like this. That's why they acting like that. Look how we acting. We can't get it together. So how they supposed to get it together if we can't get it together? Somebody tell me something. I'm just telling y'all, somebody tell me something. I'm trying to figure it out. Tell me something. So this is the real right here. Like I said, this ain't for everybody. Oh, this podcast ain't for everybody. It definitely ain't there for everybody. So, like I said, and I'm going to say it again. If you want them people, if you want to hear the truth, you know you want to hear the truth. Oh, baby, this podcast is for you. This is for you. This is what they call, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. And like I said, don't forget, next week, we will have a lovely 18-year-old who has dominated Cincinnati within 2 months. Matter of fact, 3 months. Within 3 months, she has dominated Cincinnati when it comes to the lash clusters. I'm talking about, she went from having a job to having no job. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about her struggles. Oh, she went through a struggle. See, y'all know what she went through to get to where she at. Y'all only see where she at. But we going to talk about the struggle that she went through to get to where she at. Right? And her name is nothing but none other than Miss Honesty B. Miss Honesty B. So when she get in here next week, make sure that y'all show her some love. Right? Because we going to get into the nitty gritty. We going to slap them with truth. That's all we talking about. So every week, we will try to have a new guest on here. And we're going to be talking about the truth. And I hope y'all ready, because I'm not letting up. Oh, no. I'm not going easy on you. Oh, no. I don't care about who you think you is. Oh, no. I'm going to tell you who you are, right? I'm just saying. Because this is nothing but a truth podcast. So, I want y'all to know that is what this platform is. We're going to be talking about a whole lot. I just gave y'all a little, just a little cream, just a little icing on top. I ain't even give y'all the nitty gritty. I ain't even give y'all the works. I only gave y'all a little smidget. But I hope y'all ready. So if y'all ready, give me some loving. Say nah. Make sure y'all are following me. Make sure y'all are subscribed to this channel, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that little bell so y'all can get my notifications and all that Gucci stuff, because it's about to go down. All right. So that's all I got on this episode of Slap 'em with Truth, right? And y'all already know, if don't nobody else love y'all, Queen A does. So make sure y'all get ready for next time. All right. Till next time. Later. Mwah.